Hey everybody. You guys hear me all right? I apologize. We had some shenanigans happening. Um so yeah, I'm hoping this is gonna be a lot better now. Hoping so at least. Um You guys doing all right? Can you guys see me? You guys hear me? Hope so. I'm trying to make sure everything's Gucci. Because this was acted up and I was not very happy. Not at all. While I wait for some of you guys to hop in here, checking. I'm checking to see if there's a way that I could turn off this restream chat. Because I don't need to have you guys, every time you say something, have it pop back up. Um, I'm not sure if I can do that. And that kind of makes me a little frustrated. Just a little bit. Maybe I'll have to move away from restream. Yeah, I'm giving you guys a few minutes to hop back in. Again, I apologize. I don't know what the issue was, but seems like a good reset really set things right. In the meantime, I'm taking a second to see if I can get if there's a way to turn off the restream chat, because I use restream to stream, but I'll be honest. Um, while I enjoy using it to stream to everybody, I I'm not a big fan of how every time somebody sends a message, it doubles it. So if Twitch sends a message, then it'll restream will be like, oh, restream. Restream says, dude from Twitch said this. And it's like, why? Why? Hey, Skips. I wanted to say thank you. And sure, maybe we can do something. That sounds good. Actually, let me got my sticky notes up. I don't know if you guys know about this. If you got a PC, one of my favorite things to use is the sticky notes. I feel like it's a very underutilized tool. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I just really want to turn this freaking thing off, but oh well. You guys are here. Hi. Again, I apologize for the mess. We can get back into the shenanigans. Um, Trying to figure out how any of this works. Um, is it picking right up? Okay, it's picking right up from here. Cool. I still didn't get a chance to figure out how to swap my stuff out. That makes me a little frustrated too. Can I buy a bigger belt to hold more crap? And you don't have anything. Oh, drop item. It's V. It was right in my face the whole time. Okay. So let's go look at this place. Did you guys hear that pop, pop, pop? Or was it just me? That's what I keep hearing. Okay. I'm going to go back to the basement. I don't know what saved and what didn't because I was a little flustered. So I know that that picture was down here. Okay, that picture was right here, so it looks like it's saved. Nothing so far. It's a nice, cool 62 degrees in here. One moment. I'm getting annoyed because I do have my stream open. What? I do have my streams open, like Kick. And with Kick, if you mute it or if you slide the volume all the way down, it'll kick it back, the volume back up every once in a while. And it's like, sir, I had it the way I wanted it to. I wanted it to be. Well, that voice keeps showing up here. Let's see if I can get some more cold readings from up here because I was seeing some weird stuff in here. Nothing in the bathroom. Nothing in here. Anything in here? I know there was a thing about a little boy. I haven't heard anything that sounds like a little boy. Oh, look. I didn't come over here. It's his report card. He's good at reading. He was okay at math, but he failed it in June. Language is good. Spelling good. Science good. Social studies was good, and then he went bad. You know, unsatisfactory. You know, I'm going to say, you know, a lot of people say that whenever trauma is happening or things like, say your parents are going through a divorce, that it affects the kids and you could see it in their work. I wonder if that is what's happening here. Because if you notice, he started off pretty good. You know, I mean, music, he had a D. But I mean, otherwise it's B's, A's, and C's. And, you see there. Shh. Is there a way for me to mute site? Okay, maybe that'll work. Yeah, and then you see over here, starting in November, his first, you know, the first quarter. I guess the first quarter. I don't know, but he was doing really good, and then slowly he started to decline. And you could say that over here. So I wonder if that had something to do with the divorce. But I bet that's something that we could use so we can kind of draw out the boy ghost when we use that as a note. Anything in here? Glasses? Why are you leaving your glasses in here? Sports gear. That's a really popular brand, isn't it? So maybe that's a conspiracy. All the everybody has sports gear as their branded stuff in their house, which maybe it's the sports gear company that is causing all of the supernatural shenanigans to happen. I've gone off the deep end. So there's that wailing. Hello? I gotta say, these people got some nice open closets. I'm actually kind of jealous. Oh, Channel Kitty's back. I keep thinking that's my face, but that's just the voice recorder. And what's weird, if you look, you can see it's just a mirrored version of the recorder. You can see the record button. Wait, I wonder. It literally is the mirror. The reverse of it. The reverse of it. It's interesting. Who's leaving toast in the toaster? You leave your house for me to go and investigate. You're going to leave toast in the toaster? I'm not hungry. I'm hungry for an investigation. Now, I really want to find out where that sound's coming from. Hello? More sports gear? Is that a bag of sports gear? It's like sports gear dog food? You're gonna get a ghost dog. Hello? Anybody here? Anybody? I'm not seeing more evidence. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm going to start doing EVPs. Obviously, the EVP goes off by the breaker. Because that's what happens.
While this is a high EMF level, it seems to be normal, although they may want to call an electrician to ensure everything is wired correctly.
Could be the speaker. Oh, the AC, the furnace, whatever you want to call it. Anything? Washer and dryer setting it off? What was that? I almost feel like I need my voice recorder out all the time in this house. No, don't walk away. What is happening?
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
Excuse me? How rude! I just walked into the house. How are you going to turn it off as soon as I walked in? So you turn it off as soon as I leave? Now you turn it off when I'm going to leave. You know, I don't think you understand how that works. Excuse me. Oh, are you hanging out right next to me? Oh, you were right where I was standing. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Sports gear again. I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I found the basement. But, like... What? don't know if I caught that. Oh, I did.
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
Just gonna keep going around the house with this. I know I'm gonna get a full bar eventually. Where's it coming from? This is really grinding my gears. You guys hear that? You know what? I'm going to go outside. I know I'm not crazy. I keep hearing it. Do you guys hear that? I don't know if I'll get anything out here, but I keep hearing it. And it's the same sound. What's weird is it's the same sound that I hear at the, what is it, Evergreen Lane, I think is what it's called. Wait. Oh, it's a garage. It's the same sound that I hear from what I assume is the attic of the Evergreen place. Okay, that turns it up. That's right. Is that a newspaper clip? No, that's not anything I can use. Let's... Anything in here? Otherwise, I'm going to wait to come back in here until I finally, I guess, select anything for the garage. Okay. Shit! I missed him. He was right there. But they said that they saw, like, a dude walking around. You hate me? What did I do? Or are you just going through the motions?
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
I'm going to turn this off. I saw him in here. I'm going to do an EVP in here.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me?
I don't know what I'm going to get, if anything.
Anyone here who would like to speak with me?
Sorry, I'm moving something over because I don't know. My software is being all fuckety today, and I'm not really having it. I'm really not. Okay, we'll see how this goes.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me? there anything you'd like to tell me?
I think that we have to push. I think it's one of those things where it's like you have to push the
Do you know
right
why I'm
button
here?
because if you remember, we have only gotten
Do you know why I'm here?
we only got one EVP response,
How many people are here?
and that was with the GI Ghost. And with the GI Ghost, we had to ask him, "Do you know why I'm here?" And he said, "Talk."
How many people are
So
here other than me?
I'm wondering if this is what we're going to have to do. Is just kind of push all the buttons, kind of like
Is your
in,
home?
kind of like when you're playing Skyrim. You make all the selections just so that way you can get, you know,
Is
something.
your home? Do you like the current family living here?
It's so weird. Now, I don't know if you guys can
Like
see
the
it,
current family living here?
but it seems like my stream is moving smoother. What I did is I took. So what I'm using right now is for my camera. I'm using Elgato's camera hub, and that's what I normally use. I normally use that, and I set it as the virtual camera because it gives a better green screen effect. And since I do different things depending on the backgrounds I use for like, excuse me, I'm talking. When I'm doing like the out of game chat, the just chatting scenes with you guys. But for some reason, I was having it over on my main monitor, and I had it minimized, and then I would start stuttering, or basically, I'm talking here. Uh, or I would turn into a slideshow. So I don't know. I have it sitting over here with OBS and the other couple streams, so I guess we'll just see what happens. Anyway.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
The fact these ghosts want to try and they want to interrupt me as I'm talking to you guys. It's rude.
Can you tell me your name?
If you guys want to say hi in the chat, go right ahead. I'd love to see you guys. I'd love to say hi. Okay. Sorry guys, long day. Okay, well, let's go back to the EVP, I guess. What is that? I know you guys hear it. Can't open your closet. Hello? Anybody here? Hello? I'm Steve and I'm the Beeve. Does anybody want to talk to me? Son of a bitch! Fuck, I missed it. Motherfucker. That's the second camera photo I missed. They like to scare the shit out of me. Do you hear that? It's that same, it throws me for a loop, man. Okay, I'm going to... Okay, I'm going to drop off the thermometer, and I'm going to... Can I? You know what? This is going to sound dumb because I checked the other side. Hello, Demolition Lover. Welcome back. Let me check something with my stream real quick. Okay, cool. Chat showing up at the bottom. I really want to get rid of that restream bot. That really... Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. I might be able to turn that off. Yes, I did it. Demolition Lover, do me a favor. Drop something in the chat for me. Because I think I figured out the solution. Oh, I could just like bring everything with me. I'm just going to do that. I want to reset. Okay, now I can reset everything. 4, 5. Well, I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there. That's what I want. Okay. Toggle the laser pen. Space. When the laser pen is turned on, the tripod will be automatically assembled to the laser pen. Mounted on a miniature tripod, which enables steady placement on many surfaces, the laser grid displays an array of green dots. Oh, excuse me. Over a limited coverage distance. See, I know you heard it. That. Oh, I'm holding it. Okay. See, where's that coming from? I'm going to check something else. Hang on a second. Okay. So if I set up the bot to relay mode, oh, it was telling me how many people I had watching, and I don't see it right now. So I don't know. Not that big of a deal, I guess. If somebody wouldn't mind dropping something in the chat, I would love to see if now that I've turned off relay mode, I'll be able to check that one last time because I'm very, I really want this to work, and I'm very sick of the double messages. I'd love to see if that works. What was that?
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
What is that? Like the shaking of pills or something? Son of a bitch! Did I get it? Did I get it? I don't think I got it. Shit. Oh well. I'm gonna go get the thermometer again. I'm freezing again. Oh, I'm dropping frames. That's why. Hello? Well, I got
Great audio evidence.
I got it. Just don't know what's happening here.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
You can see them?
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
Well, it's an old man for sure.
Wow, that's great audio evidence. That's extraordinary audio evidence.
I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna stop for now. I've got to be missing something. There's something I'm missing here. There's got to be something I'm missing. Hang on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to reset my camera. Hang on. Let me unplug it. Plug it back in. Maybe that'll keep it from acting funny for a bit. I don't know what the issue is. I really don't. Maybe I need an update. But I just downloaded the software last week, so I haven't had this camera that long. Sorry, I don't know why I'm pointing to the USB port like you guys can see it. I haven't had this camera that long, so I don't know. Okay, yeah. So put that there. Let's go get the, actually, you know what? No. I'm going to put the thermometer up. I'll put the thermometer and you up. Because in the event that I hear something, I want to record it. It's a strange situation. I'm just very confused by all this stuff. hell was that? Okay, bye. All right, let's head back and see what happens. Yeah. No photos, I know. So now we can go ahead and we can take a look at our trusty old computer. We can see what shows up. By the way, here's some stuff that we pulled up from, Polk Street. So here's the Evergreen stuff. We found stuff at Evergreen. We found this photo of that girl who died of tuberculosis. We found the GI who ended up taking his life. We found the article that was put in the newspaper about it. And then we found the deed for the land. Let's see what we got over here. We have the marriage photo, or the wedding photo, the certificate of marriage, and then we have the report card for the boy. The Book of Corpses. It's a cool little museum, even if it's empty. Open up. All right, let's see what we got. Let's check our audio. Location, Polk Street, Perpetual Presence. Let's slow it down a little bit. Is that how you do it? No. Something marriage? Grudge marriage? I think it says grudge marriage. You can see him? It's coming. I just won't die. Ooh, that's kind of a that's a depressing one. You know, I do want to test this chat real quick. Cool beans. Cool. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to this. I just won't die. That is super depressing. What's that saying? Why won't you leave? Is that what it says? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, I wish you were here. Grieving Shadow. My pills. Oh, she do not like me being here. Okay. Yep, that's the sound I heard. I could tell that was pills in a pill bottle. Is that laughing or crying? Little boy blue.
Who are you? Who are you? You were heavier before. You were heavier before.
You were heavier before?
You were heavier before. You were heavier before. You were heavier before. I'm here.
Oh. Oh. Is there anyone here? Why did I not give that response? Was I not paying attention?
I'm here.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So we're off to a good start. Let's go back here. Boy in his room, and we will add wow, what is this? Hang on, we got a whole bunch of news here. Hang on. Okay, hang on. There's a lot going on here now. Okay. Obituaries. Helen Wagner, age 58, of Polk Street, died peacefully in her sleep at home on Friday, November 13th. Helen was born in New Eidolon in February of 1906, the daughter of Hazel and Patrick Bergman. She married the love of her life, Harold Wagner, and on August 25th, 1924, at the age of 17, and the two lived together happily for over 40 years. Energetic and good-hearted, Helen spent her career working as a nurse and only recently retired. She was a devout Christian and an active parishioner of St. Joseph Cathedral, which benefited tremendously from her tireless volunteer work. Surviving Mrs. Wagner are her husband, her two children, Richard and Chad Wagner, and three grandchildren, Kimberly, Eric, and Susan Wagner. Funeral services will be held for the close family, and yeah, all that jazz. So, back at 64, died in 64. The house was built in 53. They got married in 24. So they built the house, and then 11 years later, she ended up dying. That's really sad. Okay. So that's one death we know about. We have the obituary of David Allen. David Allen, age 31, of Washington Street, died Tuesday, August 11th, 2015, unexpectedly while spending time with friends. He was born in New Eidolon in January of 1984, the son of Charles Allen. A true artist since early childhood, David enjoyed sculpting and painting in his free time. He was also an avid reader and worked as a clerk at Noble Books, a local shop that he frequented as a young boy. And then surviving David is his father, Charles Allen. Okay. What else? Oh, we have Deborah Allen's mental health her psych evaluation. What does it say here? Active recurrent thoughts, making threats. If parent, please indicate. Oh, she talked about the child, right? Is this for the child? Because it says, if parent, please indicate. Is that saying that if you are a parent? Probably not. Okay. Past suicide? No. Past aggression? Thoughts. Consumer denies current thoughts of other directed harm at this time. Fear of losing control, current substance abuse, dangerousness to their self and others. Risk assessment weekly for 2 weeks. Monitor for actionable plans. Report to Dr. Sierra. Okay, interesting. Police report. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Police report. On April 23rd at 5:50 p.m., dispatch received a call from a resident on Polk Street stating they had heard loud, angry screaming from the house next door. Loud bangs shortly thereafter. The caller stated they wanted to remain anonymous. I arrived at the residence around 6:02 p.m., and a woman answered the door. She identified herself as Deborah Allen and remained calm and respectful while we discussed. I asked if anyone else was home, and she replied that her stepson was in his room. I asked if I could talk with him, and she answered yes. The boy identified himself as David Allen and said he was 10 years old. He appeared to have been crying and had fresh scratches on both sides of his neck. When I inquired about my observation, he said his allergies were bothering him, and he had no idea, how he got the scratches. I did not press him further. I asked Deborah about my observations of David, and she replied, "You know how boys are. They're always roughhousing about something." She denied having anything to do with his tears or scratches. Okay. That's it's kind of deep. I think we need to take that. The police report. Boy in bedroom. So we could do. We have enough for 3. The petitioner is Charles Allen. Respondent is Lynn Allen. Huh. I'm Lynn Allen. Who is Lynn? Because it looks like we have all the information here, so we're missing. Who is Lynn Allen? Did they get divorced beforehand? Let's see. When does it have a year? 1992. Allen purchased it in 87. Marriage certificate for these two is 94. So he bought the house. He was married to Lynn Allen. And then he bought the house, was married to Lynn Allen. They got divorced. And then he ended up marrying Deborah Tyler. Then I'm not exactly sure what happened. Thompson. I'm not seeing much about a Thompson here. I'm not, and Lawrence isn't really anything. But it does say that the house was sold in 2015, which was the same year that David Allen died. Okay, well, we'll take these. David is where card was found. Okay, so we know that's the room he was in. This is probably going to turn into a really noisy spirit. Because, oh boy, this is not some light crap we're going to be talking about here. And especially with, we have so much evidence when it comes to them and the boy. We have everything. I don't think we have everything for Evergreen Terrace. So this is the boy, I believe. So we need more audio and we need footage. Little more of both from her. And then him, we need footage. A relic. What is a relic? I guess we'll go back and find out.
The Lorentz have a bit of contrast within their family about their home. It's interesting that Max is not convinced, yet the rest. He also didn't provide any information stating he. I'm sure I'll be able to find enough evidence.
Okay. So, here we are, back again. Oh yeah, see, it's doing the thing. Okay. Okay. Hey girl, you out here? Let me snap up a picture with you. What about you in the kitchen, fella? Can I snap a picture of you? Let's take a selfie. Come on. What about you, little buddy? Would you like to say hi?
Is there anyone here?
Let's
who
do
would
this
like to
again.
Speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
Yes. I'm slippery when wet.
To tell me?
I'm very slippery when wet.
Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here?
Oh, the light turned on. Oh, that was my light. I'm being dumb.
How many people are here other than me? Other than me. Is this your home? Is this your home?
What do you guys think? You think we're going to get anything from this kid?
Do you like the current family living here? Do you like the current family living here?
Say something.
Why are you here?
Very good question.
Why are you here? Can you tell me your name?
My name's Bruce. Hello, Bruce.
Can you tell me your name?
Well, keep the camera out. Hello. You just want to come through the door and scare the crap out of me again? You seem to like that. Come on. Do the thing. Do the thing. Hello. You guys are quiet today. You guys were so noisy.
How rare to take a photo of a ghost.
Fuck. Fuck. Okay, I got what I asked for. I admit it. I asked you to come out.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
Okay, sorry, I was checking something.
Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here? How many people are here other than me? How many people are here other than me? Is this your home?
You know, I do want to thank you guys for coming out here and
Is this your home?
joining me with this. If you guys would like to say hi, feel free to. I love to chat with my viewers.
Do you like the current family living here?
And she really got me good.
Do you like the current
Really
family
got
living
me
here?
good.
Why are you here?
My mom made me.
Why are you here? Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me your name?
I was Joan of Arc in a past life. Hello. Hey, great. And if you noticed, on screen, it doesn't come up twice. It does for me whenever I send messages, so I'm going to have to, I'll probably have to go through another chat program for that. But that's fine. That's great. I'm glad that that's working that way. Anybody who's watching, that is my lovely, lovely girlfriend saying hello in the chat. I'm so thrown off. I keep hearing that, and I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. It makes me think that there's like, because I heard it the last host. I heard that.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
Ta-da. What? You talking shit? Somebody, I gotta find out what that noise is. Maybe I need to look at dev notes or something, but that's super weird. Alright. Is the boy around here? Oh, there's an outlet there. That'll do it. Outlet there too. Boy's not here. Okay. Oh. It could just be the window.
These temperature fluctuations appear to be normal.
Little boy, would you like to play this game? Sorry. Ooh, I heard him.
Extraordinary audio evidence.
I don't know what he said. Is that her or was that him? I think it was her. I want to know what this relic thing is. That noise is driving me nuts. I have no idea where it's coming from. I heard it at the other house. Find 100% grieving shadow. Find 100% audio and photo for the grieving shadow. Okay, we have all the stuff for the woman. I'm waiting for this dude to come back out and scare the shit out of me again. Then again, this could be the old man hanging out in here.
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
I don't even know what happened. My camera, my light went out. I did set the I did put the jump scares on, so I'm no one to blame but myself because I can turn them off and it won't do the jump scare sound. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, if this was to be realistic, you wouldn't have like a jump scare sound or a stinger. But I mean, it almost feels like it's part of the territory. You know, one thing. Do you hear that? That's what I'm talking about. That. One thing I wonder is if maybe that's a sign that kind of, if that's like a soap. Ew, that looks really gross. Ew, that looks really gross. Y'all need to clean your shower. I don't even want to know what the walls look like. Anyway. Let's check down here. I haven't been down here yet since I started the shenanigans. I need some pictures. So, anyway, what I was going to say, we saw last time that if we look in the wiki, it talks about different types of ghosts. And then if you look in slime, they have different items that you can buy to kind of, I guess, exorcise the spirits or whatever, depending on the type it is. So I wonder if that is like a sign of a certain type of spirit. Is there anybody down here? I don't think there is. Dude in the kitchen, you want to say hi? I need batteries. Better get batteries for everything while I'm out. Oh, I haven't used the EMF really. Really? You don't want me to get batteries for this? Why? That was weird. You like really delayed. Okay, you're full. I don't know if you need anything. I don't know if you need anything. But I'm just going to assume we're fine. Hey, Ellen, welcome back. Good to see you. Let's try to get some pictures of some ghosts. And then there's that one annoying noise, and I can't figure out what it is. And I think that it's... I'm thinking that maybe it has to do with a certain type of entity, but I'm not sure. But it drives me nuts because I can't find it, the source of it. And it's not just in here. It's in another location in this game too. Things are going good. Just I'm setting myself up for jump scares. This game has a setting to turn off and on the jump scares, because if there's an apparition, it'll do like a little stinger. But while this is basically supposed to be like... While this is basically supposed to be like a ghost hunting simulator, I also feel like, I mean, why would you go ghost hunting if you're not going to get scared? And that seems like the best way to do it. Yeah, I have. I played this at a different session on a different session. I think it was like a week or so ago. But if you're aware, if you've played Phasmophobia, it's like Phasmophobia, but less like... I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say less like a game, but I guess it's supposed to be more of like a simulator. So, like, as far as I know, you can't die, but you will get jump scared. You're just trying to collect evidence of the spirits that are here. And I also find it kind of fun that, like, as you're walking around these locations, you can find articles and things and different documents that you could use to that'll help. Sorry, I got like 3 ghosts in this house that you can use to kind of like figure out what the story is of these spirits that are in the house. Which actually, I'm not finding anything right now. So what I might do is leave, and then I can go ahead and I can show you what I'm talking about. Actually, let me do a temp test around here. Oh, we got something. Where'd you go? Where are you going? That could just be the window.
Looks like just a cold spot. Nothing paranormal.
Son of a bitch!
What a rare experience to take a photo of a ghost.
That's what I'm talking about. Damn it!
What a rare experience to take a photo of a ghost.
I was wondering if that was a little boy. She's a lot more active now. It depends. With like a jump scare, with jump scares like that, yeah. Um, I was playing a game last night that I'm kind of upset. Last night I was playing a game that I was supposed to be recording, and this goes into the folly of me. Um, sorry, I'm realizing how delayed my stuff is. Anyway, I was playing a game that I was recording, and long story short, the recording didn't go well. I'll just put it that way, and I might try the game again live. But basically, there was a jump scare, and I did not expect to happen at all, and I yelped, and I know my neighbors heard it. I know my neighbors heard it, and I was embarrassed. I was laughing, but it's like I like the dark atmosphere, and I like the story, so it's like you've got to get through it, you know. I was. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and leave. So, yeah, I know. Well, so here's the thing. It was recorded. So what happened was I was in the middle of recording. I got halfway through the game, and then I got a notification that my OBS stopped recording. So I was like, oh, damn. And it was telling me that my streaming software told me that it stopped recording because it didn't have enough space on the disk. And then I remembered, oh, well, if you were to record MP4, straight to MP4, if something goes wrong while it's messing with the file, you just lost that entire file. If instead you use an MKV, it could still kind of save itself. So what I end up doing is when I do streams or when I record videos, I record an MKV, and there's a setting in my software that as soon as the recording's done, it'll convert it to MP4. This is where the problem lies, because I was trying to figure out, like, okay, can I move stuff? And I tried to move stuff, and I've got a bunch of old drives. It was going to take way too long to move like a terabyte of stuff. So then I had this really brilliant idea, which was, yeah, it's something that I've kind of learned. When I first streamed years ago, like I didn't really put too much thought into it. It's just I'm coming home from work, I'm taking a shower, I'm hopping into bed, and I'm playing Minecraft. And now it's like I try to put more thought and learn the process, and I'm trying to take it seriously. Or I guess not necessarily seriously. I guess more as more knowledgeable about what's all in there in the sphere of streaming and tech and things like that. So my solution and the great idea, and this was a great idea, I just didn't execute it correctly, was, oh wait, I have all those extra MKV files that I didn't delete. So I just went to the folder that I save all those at, and I just searched .mkv, highlighted them all and deleted them. And then I went back to recording the second half of the game, and it wasn't until it was over when I was like, okay, I could do a really quick edit of this video that's not going to be a problem, when I realized I only had half of the game recorded. And as soon as I saw that, I knew exactly what I did. It like automatically hit me. So I'm definitely kicking myself for that. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yeah, temperature readings and EMFs are kind of weird. A lot of audio. Yeah, we got pictures. I got pictures out the butt. On cases, how they bring closure to the entity. Any new news? No. I didn't find anything new, did I? No. See, there's a big open space here, and there's a big open space here. I have a feeling I'm missing stuff, or maybe it's going to come up later. So anyway, the basic gist of this game is I'm a dude who at one point experienced paranormal. I had paranormal experience as a kid and always wanted to grow up and start doing it for a living, doing paranormal investigating for a living. So I started Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI. Where, you know, I have a museum of different things that I've discovered in the town. I've got t-shirts and hats and things like that. And then you can also hire me to come and, you know, investigate your house. And so I've got, you know, these are a few different items that you start out with. This is the only one that's a little weird. It's a mirror that supposedly if you stare at it, you'll see into the other side. But the only thing that I've noticed is if you notice, this has a slightly blue tinge now, and then it goes away. It's very, very strange, but it's very interesting that they kind of like threw like a little thing in there. Anyway, as you go about and do your investigations, it seems that you'll start getting things from your investigations and kind of just putting them out on display to photo of the alleged grieving shadow. Skeptics will always doubt. I took that photo. That's kind of cool. So yeah, you'll start decking out your museum and stuff that you experience and you find. So one of the things for people who haven't seen this game before, whenever you do EVPs or you record audio, you get to listen to it. And if it's EVP or if it's audio, if with the audio, you could even like slow it down to get a better idea of what's being said. So, I don't even know which ones. So like let's just go through all of them for Polk Street. I'm hearing grudge marriage. What do you guys hear? I could slow it down a little. That's what I'm hearing. It sounds like grudge marriage, but I don't even know what that means. You know, if you were dead and you said grudge marriage, I wouldn't even know what to make of that. You could see them? It's coming. I just won't die. I heard that one earlier. Is this like, I want to live? It's like he sounds normal, and then he kind of goes into like a Creed thing. Like, I want to handle hell. Did it say why I don't want to leave? I can't make it out. So one thing is there was, so this, the perpetual presence, when I mentioned the footage and stuff, the things that you could find, we basically discovered that there was an old couple living in the house, and one of the spirits is of the old man. He's upset. It seems he's sad because he was married and his wife died while they were living in the house. So he's missing her. Then we have the grieving shadow, which is, it seems to be possibly an abusive woman who was upset at her husband, had psychiatric evaluations and was addicted to pills, it seems. And they had a young child. Now, one thing, I just had this thought. When I heard that, at first I was thinking maybe she's saying that to me. And that would make sense. I'm in her house. But then, after reading the police report about him having scratches around his neck, the boy having scratches around his neck, and her reading her psych evaluation, I'm wondering if that was actually her saying that to her son. Like he came into her room to say something, and that's how she reacted.
Get out. Leave.
Same thing.
I hate you.
Or that could also be towards her husband. And I'll bring up why. I wish I could slide this over and access it like a regular PC. Polk Street. So she's Deborah Allen. He owned the house, lived here, and he died in 2015. We don't have... Wait a second. Hold on a second. I just realized something. Hang on. All right. Nice to see you, Eleanor. You have a good one. Hope to see you on the next one. I won't be streaming on... I would normally stream in the evening on Sundays, but I'm going to be streaming in the morning to make up for it because my evening is going to be spoken for. So feel free to swing by then, and I hope to see you. Okay. So... I misread this. I think... Okay. Here's what I'm realizing. Something is off. Okay. I misread all the names for some reason. I threw them all together. Okay. So we have Deborah Allen here. She's a parent. So these two are Charles Allen, which would be David's dad. So this is the son, I think. But that wouldn't make sense. Would it? He was 10 and 95. 10 in April of 95. Yeah, that would make sense. So the boy, can the boy really be David? Maybe he's not related at all. I really wish I could relook at this because I really want to zoom in on this. Wait, David is where card was found. See, so did he die and then resort to being a child? Because he died at the age of 31. It's it's odd. You know what? I just had a realization. Divorce agreement in 92, born in 84. I bet the other thing with Deborah having those issues, I bet also that's not her child. I bet that is Lynn Allen's child. And I bet this whole stepmom thing might have been a bit of a tense situation. I don't know why that didn't hit me before. So we're really coming to some of our own conclusions here. This is getting interesting. Okay. Man, I really wish I could read more of this stuff. Like if I could hold it up closer, get a full screen thing. But date of birth 1960. She was 28. He was 32. It's really interesting. A game that sits here and just sets a whole bunch of things before, right in front of you, and then you kind of have to like figure it out. Not have to figure it out, but it gives you the opportunity to kind of figure these things out. Okay, well, let's see. Deborah Allen. The boy was David. Did we do everything for the old man? We didn't, so we can do these two. Charles Allen. It's interesting. I don't know what else to choose because it seems like that's everything that we've grabbed so far, and he's not shown up. He's not done anything. He said hi, and I've recorded a few audio bits, but that's been about it. Well, how old would he have been? For 6, 7, 8 years old. 8 years old during the divorce. And then we can do these two. See if we can get the old man to show up a little bit. Maybe we can get a photo. Let's take a look at this. Demonology. Wait, locations. Oh, that's new. The church. Can I go to the church now? I think I might have just unlocked new places because I don't remember locations being there. Okay, spirit guide. Let's start with this. Residual ghosts. Common spirits who act out the same event over and over, unaware of their surroundings. Paranormal investigators are under the impression that these memories are tied to specific events in the spirit's previous life. For unknown reasons, these memories have been imprinted on the world and replay at unpredictable moments. Because these spirits are unaware of the world around them, experts believe that they cannot intelligently interact with their environment. They may be why unexplainable sounds are usually heard during hauntings, and EVPs can never be obtained. Okay, intelligent ghosts. Capacity to communicate and interact with the living. Sorry, I gotta stretch. They usually fall into one of two categories. The first category consists of people who have passed away and are now spirits who mysteriously linger in our world. After conducting initial research, investigators often determine that the former person had a strong connection to the location and now haunts it. Findings usually indicate that the individual lived in the home most of their life or passed away suddenly within it. Oftentimes, investigators witness irregularities with both the EMF and the temperature sensor. Oh my god. Wait a second. So here's what I'm noticing. They're talking about how the EMF and the temperature sensor react to both of them. Residual ghosts, you really can't get cold spots or anything. EVPs, well, EVPs can never be obtained. So I'm going to say that David is an intelligent spirit. Deborah and I think Robert was his name. The old man, I believe, are residual ghosts. Because I haven't gotten EVPs from either of them. And I'm not really getting cold spots or anything. Okay. The name poltergeist comes from the German language. It means noisy spirit. Research shows that poltergeist activity starts quietly and gradually increases until the homeowner finds it unbearable. Sometimes the noises have no apparent source, but other times they come from household items that have been mysteriously destroyed. Some individuals who have encountered poltergeists claim to have been physically harmed by them. However, evidence suggests that these injuries were the results of being startled by a ghost and were not directly caused by one. Okay, skipping through it. Even though they're intelligent, there's no evidence to match a poltergeist to any former person. By the way, the interesting thing is, it says this photograph was taken midsummer of 1982. Do you know what house that is? That's the Evergreen Lane. That's the child's room. Though, interestingly enough, we haven't seen anything thrown about. Okay. So, EVP's non-existent. But this one, they're not talking about cold spots. Oh, here we go. Generally, a temperature drop occurs prior to any activity and EMF spikes. That's important. Do they say anything about... Oh, wait a second. Maybe Deborah is an intelligent ghost. The second category consists of spirits known as shadow people. Most paranormal investigators believe that these entities left their lives unfulfilled. In a rare number of cases, resolution for the spirit was identified and achieved, causing the spirit to disappear. One such case was resolved by using juniper smudge sticks. The investigator reported smudging the house with the attachment item in hand. A dark cloud began to envelop their surroundings, and a foul whisper tried to lure them to a location. They followed the whispers and continued smudging the area. After a bit of labor, the whispering died away and the spirit seemed to have been released. So I'm wondering if that's a hint of where to find these relics. So I'm going to say that she is probably one of those, and if that's the case, I want to smudge her with juniper. This is just a time for me to kind of learn about some of the spirits to get an idea. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to try and go back. I'm going to go back and I'm going to see if I can. Oh, a new email. We'll check that in a minute. Crying in the living room. Someone talking to themselves in the laundry area. Footsteps are at the house. You know, they didn't mention anything about the bedroom, and that's where she hangs out. Crying in the living room. Man lingering in the kitchen. Let's read what Pastor Harold has to say. Conrad Stevenson, I'm writing to you from the Congregational Church on Spruce Street. Our Congregational Church on Spruce Street. As you may already know, our church has developed quite a reputation for paranormal activity. Parish members have long recounted stories of spirits haunting the church and the surrounding grounds. I myself have heard countless rumors of shadows and apparition sightings throughout the grounds, and I've seen candles and lights flicker on and off without manipulation. From what I've gathered, all accounts point to a sinister cast of spirits haunting our property. There have been rumors of a lost reverend, a pair of red eyes glaring from the shadows, an elusive woman in white who resides in the crypts, an apparition only known as Mr. Sedgerstein, an unholy cult in the woods, and a resentful angel of the mausoleum. Word of these hauntings has long tarnished our church's reputation, but I've decided to take it upon myself to rebuild our humble, holy image. I would like to welcome you to investigate our church and the associated grounds to determine if these stories have any merit to them. Normally, I would never turn to a source outside of the church, but I've heard much about your work and think you may be our best hope. We can accommodate an investigation almost any day of the week, but please come in secret after nightfall. I can't have parishioners knowing that the rumors may be true, even if they really are. For obvious reasons, I would like to refrain from facilitating an investigation on Saturday night. Let us know your availability and we will gladly facilitate any needed setup. I look forward to your response. With warm regards, Pastor Harold Rogers, Reverend Minister, the Fellowship of the Congregational Church. Hold on a second. Pastor Harold Rogers. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was him. That's not him. That's what I was concerned about. All right, guys. We did good today. I think I'll go. We did good. I think I'll go for another 10 minutes. Take it up till 9 here. I'm central. So let's see. Crying and live. Yeah. Here's what we'll do. Let's focus on her. We're going to clear this out. So we'll do Polk Street. We want her. And that. Anything else about Deborah here? Deb joined the family in 1994. Okay. I wish there was more strong emotions. Let me read this again. Loud bangs coming. Caller said they want to remain anonymous. Stepson was in his room. Ten years old, he was crying. Had scratches on both sides of his neck. Scratches on both sides of his neck. That's really weird. Okay. Concerned enough for eval. Okay. Well, we'll go back to email then. Crying in living room. Someone talking to themselves in the laundry area, I guess. We'll say that. I don't know what that refers to. Okay, so we're also going to go to slime. And we're going to get Juniper. I think now it's time to make sure that we say bye-bye to Deborah. All right. Crips. Don't let the blood see that. So the church is going to be our next spot. Though I might end up going... Oh, what's this? Jefferson Street? Bar Harbor? Can I go to these locations? You have not been invited. Okay. Okay. I was just curious. The relic. The relic is something round. Maybe it's because I have all the correct things, like all the correct buttons pushed. Let's see if we can get her taken care of. We might be able to get our first ghost taken care of. Okay, let's see. Juniper sticks. Let's take EMF. Put that down. Smudges are required to release ghosts back to their plane of existence. Specific smudges are used for each ghost type. This is due to the cleansing property of smudges and the fact that each ghost is a different type of spiritual energy. Smudges are inventory items, so Conrad will need to ensure he has room to pick them up. The smudge's embers will begin to glow excessively when the ghost is interacting with the smudge. See the releasing tutorial to learn how to proceed from here. Space to light smudge. Okay. Maybe I need to go back because I don't think I have the tutorial for that. Oh wait, I do. I do. Let's go back. Let's go back.
I really need to get some sleep.
You just showed up. How you guys doing? You guys enjoying this so far? Yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't do jack. We're gonna check that tutorial for smudging. And then, oh my god, I have no body. And then we'll head back. I didn't think about that. Okay. Wiki, tutorials, smudges. It's the same information. Oh, the releasing tutorial. Okay. Once a ghost has begun interacting with your smudge, place the relic of the ghost you wish to release on the ground immediately. Residual intelligent poltergeist ghosts will produce visual and audio effects guiding you to the next smudging area. As you reach the desired areas with your smudge burning, a dialog box will open, and you will need to choose the correct words for Conrad to say. After smudging various areas and choosing the correct words for Conrad to say, eventually the ghost will be released from the mortal plane. If you return the relic to the location or forget to bring it back to the office with you, the ghost will return to the house. You will know this process is occurring because the relic cannot be taken back to your office. Okay. Okay. Well. I guess I need to get all the things again. So that was this, and this, and this, and talking to themselves in the laundry area, crying in the living room. Is there any more? Change the temperature. Okay, let's go back. Ooh, what is that? At a university? It looks like a giant castle. That's pretty cool. Ghost hunting in a castle. You know, this makes me wonder if maybe I need to find the relic of the ghosts over at Evergreen Lane. Okay, I'm all set. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Yeah, 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 yeah. Honey, I'm home. What? Oh. You could stay on. Okay, I'm looking for... Why do you do that to me? I'm looking for a round sauce dish-like item. What? There's an item nearby I need to find. Don't see it there. Nope. Is it in here? You want the vacuum? No, you don't. I bet you it's in the garage. I say I ain't afraid of no ghosts. So the first thing that fucking happens is I get jump scared by a freaking ghost. This is what I get for running my mouth. Oh my god, it's a plate of razors. Holy shit. Okay, all of the ghosts and the new Eidolon. So that's how she died, I'm going to assume. Okay. All of the ghosts in New Eidolon have attached themselves to relics, allowing them to haunt a location. It is important to obtain the relic of a particular ghost if you would like to release them from the mortal plane. Once the outline of the relic is visible on the ghost profile menu, you'll be able to find them the next time you visit the location. A relic will produce EMF until you pick it up. This helps to validate mundane objects having spectral energy. Relics are inventory items. Therefore, you must have space in your belt to pick it up. Once obtained, relics will only be allowed to be removed from the location once the attached ghost has been released. To bring the relic to the museum, ensure it is in your inventory when you finalize your investigation. Wow, that is so dark. Yeah, that's where she did it. Okay, I gotta make space. I'm gonna turn on all these lights. Might as well. I'm not investigating anymore as far as I'm concerned. Or at least not at this point. This run, I'm not investigating. Okay. Here we go. We're going to see what happens. Let's start turning on all these lights. Man, they really don't have a lot of light in this basement, do they? They always keep it so dark. Okay, here we go. Am I doing this right? Wait, what if it's in the bathroom? Trying to figure out how I know that I'm doing it right. And how do I know that I'm not just wasting it? Is she not? How do I know when she's interacting with it? I think I might be wrong about the type of ghost that she is. I don't know why my camera's doing this. You know, I'm just going to see if I can leave. I know it says that I shouldn't be able to, but you know, I noticed that my camera's acting funny too. But if I click on it, it looks fine. What is happening here? I really don't know. Got dropped frames, and I don't know why they're dropping.
I'll have to get back in touch with the property owners to reschedule.
So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm a little confused. I'm gonna have to figure this out. So now we know that the plate of razors is the relic that we need to get. So let's go back over this. I'm going to end the stream in a little bit, but we can go ahead and we can do the research together, figure out what's going on. Releasing. Once a ghost has begun interacting with your smudge, how do you know that they've interacted with your smudge? You know what? I told you guys I was not I'm not afraid to admit when I need to look something up. That's what I'm going to do. When it burns more rapidly or produces more smoke effects in a specific area. The smudge will burn visibly brighter when you are in the correct lore-specific spot. Well, lore-specific. There's nothing involving the lore that would tell us where it would be. Once the smudge burns faster, drop the relic on the ground and Conrad will begin the cleansing, releasing process. Okay. All right. Well, we learned that, and honestly, it's late. I need to get prepped for work tomorrow. So I am going to save this for tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but for the next time we stream this together. Again, everybody, I do apologize for all the stream stuff. I don't know why my camera's been acting up. I'm trying to work through all this, and I'm gonna come to some conclusion. I gotta figure out how to make this work because this is unacceptable. My camera going in and out. I'm not a fan of it. Hey, I appreciate it, Designosaurs. Didn't even know you were there, but hey, it's good to see you. Troubleshooting is a must, but you're pleasant to watch while I do work stuff. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Well, I'm glad that I could be the company there and you don't have to, I don't know, feel alone. Oh, no. I'm not being hard on myself. I know that I'm having issues. I mean, I'm looking here and it's weird because it's saying drop frames 0%. But then now it just jumped back up, but it's still saying 0 drop frames. It's just really, really weird. Oh yeah. Yeah. Plus, here's the other thing that I realize. I've only been streaming for. You know what? I could just check my YouTube channel for this. I've got it pulled up. Actually, no, I don't. Actually, yes, I do. I'm a liar. Liars are bad. Liars go to hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll say that I've done 10 plus streams, something like that. Oh no. I was just talking about I was just referring to I don't know why that message didn't pop up in my little side chat. In general, like as far as like not this session of streaming, but like since I've started streaming regularly. Yeah. And so I've been talking to a buddy of mine. There's a buddy of mine at work who's normally really hard on himself because he's got those dream ambitions of being like a very successful musician, you know, and it's just like he feels like he goes and he puts himself out there and it's never good enough. And so one thing I try to tell him and I tell myself is like, I'm starting new. You know, at this point, the way I see it is within the first 3 months of me doing this, this is me learning how to do things. This is me learning how I want my streaming setup to be, how I want my overlays to be, um, how I want to present myself to everyone, all of that. And then from there, at the end of the 3 months, I look at where I started and where I am then, and that gives me a basic metric of like how things are going to be. And then, oh wow, my background video got really, really funky. From there, yeah, so in general with gaming, I like a little bit of everything. But when it comes to streaming, I like story-based games. I like doing horror games. I like doing goofy, silly games. Like I just played Moral Dilemma, The Interview. I think that was last week, and that was just obnoxiously goofy. But at the same time, I also like, like just last Sunday, I did just like a chill Valheim stream where it started out with me just being like, hey, I want to see how far I can get in a 4-hour stream. And then it turned into, well, what if I ended up following into my normal routine, which was fine. Which my normal routine is find a spot to build at, and then just build a more elaborate house than I really need to be building. And it just kind of turned into like a chill time for me to just chat and tell stories and talk to people. But that's kind of where I'm sitting right now. And after I do that assessment period, what I'd like to do is I would like to, after that first 3 months, I want to take the next 3 months after that to kind of maybe experiment a little bit, kind of see what it is that you guys are enjoying from me and what things that I can do with the channel and with the streams that I think would be really fun and exciting. But that I don't, like I have things that I wanted to do, like if I get enough people with me, following me, subscribing, things of that nature, I would like to do something called, it's going to sound really stupid, Saturday Night Beaver. And it would be like a once a month thing where on a Saturday, I would probably do one of two things. Either A, I could have you guys fill out like a Google form and, you guys could hop on stream with me and we could just like chat for 10 to 15 minutes about whatever. Or I could do something like get like Jackbox games or something. And then I could send the code for the game for a few people. So that way we're all kind of playing together. Just something that we're all kind of doing together, but that's something I'm thinking that's way in the future. I'm not putting too much serious thought into that right now because I'm focusing on the now, which is more important. So that's me. Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be kind of fun. I don't know if a lot of channels kind of do that, but I think that would be that'd be kind of a fun thing to do. But right now what I'm focusing on is I'm figuring out my layout for my overlays and things. I think I do want to go back to a green screen. Right now I'm using NVIDIA's background remover, which is good, but it has some issues. So we'll see. But at the same time also, I have StreamerBot that I'm trying to work through, which is why we have this. And we had the little chat bar down at the bottom. Yeah, so I stream. I stream to here and YouTube, and I also do Kick at the same time. However, obviously, as neither of them are really video hosting services, I'll put it that way. YouTube is where I'll put sometimes like, I just want to play a game. and I don't want to have to worry about chat. No offense to you guys, but sometimes, it takes a little weight off your shoulders, and you can just kind of relax and be you a little bit. And so, yeah. So I'll do some vid games that I'll record. I'll be honest. I'll be completely transparent with all of you right now. When it comes to my method, what I'm kind of inspired by is Insim. He's kind of a genius the way that he's got it going. He'll start out by streaming on Twitch. He'll do his long thing of playing a game or multiple games or whatever. When that's done, obviously that's posted up somewhere. But then, like, the only real edit he'll really do is he'll do, like, unless there's, like, some bugs in his stream or something, makes very few cuts. But he'll, like, do a short, after he's been done playing the game, he's done with the stream, he'll go back to the game. So, like, for example, with this stream, I did the Conrad Stevensons. So after that stream was over, if I went back and I loaded up Conrad Stevenson's and I just showed myself in front of the camera like, hey, we're going to do this and blah, 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 blah. We had a lot of fun, a lot of cool things going. Insym, INSYM. He's a really funny guy. I believe he's from Denmark. He got really big because of Phasmophobia. And that's actually how I found him. And he plays a lot of Indian horror games, and I just got really inspired by him. I'm not trying to piggyback him off of him. I respect him and what he does, and he has his method. Yeah, I pronounce it Insim. I don't know if it's actually been said out loud, but I call him Insim. Yeah, I respect what he does. I'm not trying to copy him or rip off of him, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like when McDonald's came out with the drive-thru and all the other fast food places said, you know what, that's a genius idea. And it's something that I'm kind of tempted to start doing myself, is just be like, I have them at the beginning of my stream. I can actually go ahead and bring them back up here, just so that way you guys can see them. I am currently working on getting I'm just going to call it Twitter. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm working on getting a Twitter set up, and I know that sounds really, really dumb, because why would you need a Twitter set up why do you need to take time to have a Twitter set up? Well, I'm trying to make sure everything's done in the right way. And my time is limited when it comes and things like that. So, I'm thinking maybe for my next stream, I might try and include my workflow into the stream. Like I'll start out with you guys and start being like, hey, give me 1 second. Let me get these socials out there. So I'll be like, okay, well, here's what I got with the stream. I'm going to try and I'm going to put this thing to include it. Why don't you guys try doing this command in the chat to see if this works? Oh, cool. And then it kind of becomes like we're all kind of working together to kind of put this thing together. Okay. There is my YouTube. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, there's that. And then we will do this. You would already know this one. I've got... And see, YouTube has issues when it comes to multi-streaming. They have no problem with you multi-streaming as long as you don't openly say where you are at. That's why I try not to. And instead, I just color code them. I don't know if that's smart or not. And I should have one more. I don't know if I'm dumb for kind of like assuming people should figure that out. One moment. Please hold. I need to check something. No, I never actually did that. Okay, hang on. I do have a TikTok that I do upload shorts to also. I need to make sure that I add that. So. Slide me over. I don't, you know what? I'm just going to, let me see here. You know what? The TikTok, same thing as Twitter. I'm trying to start getting regular when it comes to posting. With posting all of my videos and my shorts. My intended schedule is going to be, so here's my intended schedule for posting and for streaming. For streaming, my intended schedule is Sunday from about 4 o'clock at 4 o'clock Central to about maybe 8 to 9 Central. Then Tuesday and Thursday, about 6:30 Central to about 8 or 9 Central. Because I'm basically just rushing back home from work just to. Okay, got to do the starting soon scene. Give me the 20 minutes so I can get ready and, I don't know, baby cook something. I mean, I was in such a rush, I had cereal for dinner. But when it comes to posting, for my shorts on TikTok and YouTube, that is on... sorry, brain fart. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be at noon Central. And then long form videos will be posted at wow, I'm really brain farting right now. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. Long form videos on YouTube for Wednesday at noon Central. So yeah, I've been a busy beef. I've already scheduled some of my stuff for uploading, and I think that's the best thing for me to do because it can get very overwhelming very fast if you don't set yourself up. And I think that I would like to think that I pump out enough content that I can kind of have it set up. Yeah, I'm just trying to not burn out. So if I can set myself up well enough, I can. I think because the other thing is I was tempted to have some backup material, but I don't think I think the way that I'm going is I'm going to have enough. You know, worst case scenario, I can go ahead and pull from my streams. You missed my little sob story. I was telling to one of my other chatters that I done goofed. yesterday while I was recording, and that annoyed me. So normally I try to record a video for myself for my long form videos on Tuesdays, not Tuesdays, Thursdays. Try to do that on like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And what I ended up doing was, so when you stream, I don't know if you stream or anything like that, but if you're to record a video and you do it in MP4, if something were to go wrong with the recording, that MP4 file is no longer useful. It's corrupted. Chuck it out. If you were to do it in an MKV, then it's salvageable, basically. So what I do is I record in OBS, and then I record in OBS, and then there's a setting in OBS to automatically convert the MKV to MP4. So yesterday I'm recording a video, and what ended up happening was in the middle and halfway through the game I was playing, I get a notification that OBS stopped recording because my storage was full. So I was like, oh crap. And I tried to move some stuff over to my so I have I have 3 external hard drives and 2 internal hard drives. So I was just like, move it to the biggest one, which is like 14 terabytes, something like that. And so I started doing that, and it's like, it's going to take over a day for all of this stuff to move. Oh, wait, I have a great idea. I have all of those MKV files that are just like basically a double of the video that I have. And so it was a great idea, but but it was executed poorly. That's what I'm going to say, especially without a lot of thinking. So I went to search tab where I have all those videos come out, and I just typed in .mkv, highlighted them all, delete, and since they're too big to just get sent to the recycle bin, they all went poof. And then it wasn't until I finished recording the second half of that video, I didn't see the first half of the video, and that's when I realized, oh no, I knew exactly what I did as soon as I saw the first video going. So that's something else, like I said, I'm in my first 3 months of streaming. First big goof. I've had a lot of goofs so far. Doing videos where I'm playing a game and I just have my mic on and don't have the game audio. So those of you watching, I'm still going to make up the We Harvest Shadows video. We're doing the We Harvest Shadows demo again. I just haven't figured out when. Should be soon. And then, yeah, so I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I know that there are things that I'm learning when it comes to how to manage my files and my storage and how to work with presenting myself and how I want the channel to be represented and how to work with things like the software, like StreamerBot. I find StreamerBot fascinating, and I'm really looking forward to things like doing channel alerts and interactive chat commands that you guys can do, channel rewards, things like that, channel points. I think all of that is really, really cool. So I want to make sure that I can incorporate that, and so everybody can have a lot of fun. Whew. I don't want to get up. I hate that I do this, but this is always sitting here. I barely touch it. It's come to the point where I only do this on stage. My cup is empty. My cute little, oh God, it's going away. My cute little over the garden wall cup, courtesy of my girlfriend, got it for me as a Christmas present. My drink is empty, but the only thing that I have right now is just this. Yes, thank you, honey. I'm a busy beef. The only thing that I have is this bottle of White Zinfandel. So I take a swig of wine at this point whenever my throat is dry. I'm not sure if that's a good look or not. But yeah, give me 1 second. There's another thing that I want to start doing with the channel. I actually need to message somebody about it right now, so that way she's not online right now. She might have gone too bad. You know what? I'm just going to do this. You guys can tell me if this works. So basically, we have there's a Discord that I'm a member of. It's called Warriors Underground Gaming. Right now, if I'm correct, it is filled of all veterans. Now, I want you to know that it's not exclusively for veterans. It's not. We welcome everybody. We are just starting to get this. We're trying to get this off the ground, trying to bring in more people. We want to get to a point where we can start doing programs for veterans, more than just gaming stuff and things of that nature, but actually start contributing to the community and making sure that we can help veterans get the resources that they need. So you've got so the server's name is Warriors Underground Gaming. What I'd like to do, you guys can tell me if this works or not. I'm going to drop. Let me see here. Oh, sweet. Okay. I wasn't sure how this link worked. Cool. Okay, I think I just found the best thing ever. Okay. So, I'm going to drop this link in the chat. If you guys would like to join, meet some new people, we hang out. Sometimes we just don't do anything. We just hang out and just chat. Sometimes we play games together. We got people who play Fortnite. We got people who play, I don't know, all kinds of things. If you guys would like to join, would like to hang out, and please, dropping in the chat right now. I don't even, hopefully this works. Let me know if it doesn't work. I hate that posted 3 times, but what can you do right now? Actually, you know what? Let me try this through StreamerBot. If I do this through StreamerBot, will it send once or how many times will it send? It sends twice. Well, it's less than 3. But yeah, if you click that link, it'll bring you over to the server. And, you know, we got a lot of respectful people. Just trying to meet some really cool people and just have a good time. And we'd love to have you over there. We're still working on getting some things taken care of, like getting like logos and things like that together. But we'll get there eventually. But yeah, we got lots of games that people are playing. I'm just looking over at some of the server channels that we have now for the games. Right now we got Soul Mask, Apex, Destiny 2, Warhammer, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Overwatch, WoW, Diablo 4, Tarkov, Fortnite, Battlefield 6, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Arc Raiders. That's just because that's what's really popular right now. If it turned out that our server enjoys a lot more games that are, you know, we don't mind bringing people in. We actually got some people who are into Battlestorm too, if you guys like jet fighting games too. Yeah, we got some strong but respectable server rules. Fair, all the fair kind of stuff. Men and women obviously are welcome. We got women in here, veterans who are with us. So yeah, like I said, veteran, civilian, doesn't matter. Come on over and have a good time. Hit that link and join. Other than that, I appreciate the hell out of all of you. This stream was full of ups and downs. But my stream stuff's been acting funny, and then there was me trying to figure out what's going on with these ghosts, and now I think we're at a point where it's time to wind down, time to check on the kitties, because I think Lila's kind of mad at me because she showed up and then I had to move her. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming by. Once again, just like I always say, make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe. You can leave a nice comment. You can leave a mean comment. Because fact of the matter is, I'm Steve the Beeve, and I don't give a damn. You guys have a good one. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Stay warm.